So Samiksha started doing this thing. She's like, yeah, we are twins. That's the part. And they bite and the conversation
ends. Otherwise, it just goes on. They're like, no,
Yeah.
you guys have to be twins. And I'm just like, yeah, okay, I'm twins.
She has it her way. I'll be single for life.
Why?
Because
I'm
it
very
is-
picky about the men she dates.
Oh,
I think I'm single because every guy who could be like a
potential.
potential, Samiksha shits on him. So I'm just like, okay, fine, maybe not. Since my dad passed away, we constantly feel his presence, and it's him, it's all him that our lives have changed so much. You know, Samiksha's coming of age, my
Yeah.
coming of age, the kind of major changes that happened together.
Yeah,
like
let's come
I
to
got
that.
my film and Samiksha went to film school in a gap
Law
of 2
school.
months.
I remember when I was planning this chat show a few months ago and it had not gone live. Bhumi Pednikar was one of the first few who I had spoken to for the chat show, and she had promised that she'll come for me on the chat show, and she has lived up to her promise. And this is also her sister Samiksha Pednikar's first and debut on the channel. I'm so happy that
Thank
with
you.
us. So we have the two Pednikar sisters joining us for a fun conversation only on No More Secrets.
We have a hashtag, it's called hashtag Pednikar Sisters.
Exactly, it is. But tell me, people actually, do you know that a lot of people think that you guys are twins?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So now,
we get that a lot.
Samiksha started doing this thing, right? When because we most of the times, even if I'm at a professional
Yeah.
event or like a party, we always are together. So
Yeah.
Samiksha started doing this thing. She's like, yeah, we are twins. That's the
Yeah,
part. And they bite and the conversation
Ends. Otherwise, it just goes on. They're like, no,
Yeah.
you guys have to be twins. And I'm just like, yeah, okay, I'm twins.
No, but there was a point of time when I believed that you are twins because you guys look very similar. Like I met you at the Santiago party and I thought, who's who? I'm not
Wow,
saying from
really?
from a distance I felt I couldn't recognize who's who. How many times have you heard that?
Oh, a million times.
She's been packed thinking it's Bhumi.
Oh, yeah,
Really?
yeah. People have come and asked me for pictures thinking I'm Bhumi.
Did
It's
you
crazy.
oblige?
No.
Why?
I don't know, I feel very weird impersonating someone.
But you have had the acting era for
Yeah.
the longest time.
Since I
How
was a
have
child.
you been away from this whole acting thing?
I honestly don't know. I mean, when something's not really on your radar, you just don't even look towards it.
Yeah.
So it was something like that for me. I was, more into law. I'm a lawyer, as you
Yeah.
know. So it was just something that I guess never thought of as such.
But you used to dance in front of the mirror and all. no?
Yeah. I
Like,
was a full power naughty.
Oh my god, I'll spill some secrets now.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
every family party we had, Bhumi had to perform on Chhaiya Chhaiya. Like no party
Yeah.
would be over without her personal performance.
Yeah.
And she alone. And I would be like the backstage dancer. First backstage dancer.
But has it ever happened that because of her liking towards dance and music and art, you've been forced by the family to do it? Because it happens a lot with the younger sibling,
No, yeah. No. I think because we do so many things together and we have a lot of like, our passion is also like makeup and like, just like watching a lot of movies together. I love watching movies and everything. It's just that separation comes in the professional sphere that,
Yeah.
she goes and acts and I go and act in a court, I guess.
So how many years ka age difference is it?
3.5.
3.5. But how are you guys as kids, Who was the naughtier one? Who was the mama's pet and papa's
She
pet?
was the naughtier one, like
the naughtier
for
one, for
sure.
sure.
She
Really?
was.
You don't
Yeah.
seem like.
Listen,
Yeah.
she's being very like tamed and controlled because it's like a
Anything.
first video interview. But trust me, she is like a pataka. Okay, she is like really. That's a good thing.
That's a good thing. Thank you.
I would always tell her that just look at her eyes. There's just like a lot of mischief and
Yeah.
not evil, but like cute.
Yeah,
evil.
cute.
And she was always like the good daughter. Like, I'll give you an example. In school, Bhumi was all.
You've come prepared with quite a few examples. I must say. 'Cause I was like, what?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. So in school, when my mom used to go to collect her report cards, Bhumi was always the outstanding student. Always, head in dramatics and like, doing things for like the school, for the students. And I was always the one creating a ruckus. So they actually used to ask my mom, like, what have you done with the two children? Like, how can she be this way and this one be this way? But yeah, but then I came around, like.
And how?
And how?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. And how?
Yeah.
Like, you know, if you speak to any of Samiksha's friends, our family members, etc., it's very tough for any of us to believe that Samiksha has become like this academic lawyer.
Yeah.
You know, and she's very good at her job,
Yeah.
and she was a very good student as well. So suddenly, when she joined law school, there was like a Sita and Geeta vibe happening. Believe it. It's the same girl who was like a backbencher, feeling like most subjects and just not interested.
Too
in
much
studying.
information. Too much information.
It's a compliment.
Yeah, I know. But like my
It's a
report card can be out of it.
No, but then going to cut to like, you know,
Yeah.
her joining law school and being a topper. She's gone and like represented India at various competitions, at various law competitions internationally. She's working at one of the best law firms. Too
Yeah.
much information?
No, that's fine.
That's fine.
That's impressive.
Yeah. But yeah, so you know, she's really come around. And how? I think both of us have in our own ways.
Yeah.
You know, but your mom has been a huge influence in both your lives. You know,
Absolutely.
how similar are you guys to your mom? Because I've seen Auntie's picture. You know, when you put it out for
We're the
San.
same, yeah. I think we all are the same because we are such a close-knit family, you know,
Yeah.
it's the three of us and we are really into each other's lives. Like, we are really into each other's
Yeah.
lives. I'm sure all families are,
Absolutely.
but I mean, I can only speak of ours and we are really interdependent on each other. So I feel like we're just like three people that are the same that belong to different generations.
Yeah. Like
But
my
not
mom is
really
like a
different
friend,
generation.
a sister. She's like a
Yeah,
third sister.
Yeah. She's
Wow.
like an elder sister.
Yeah.
She's like a best friend. She is like a mom when she has to be. But you know, it's a different setup.
Yeah, but did you share rooms when you guys were kids?
Yeah.
Did you guys fight a lot?
Briefly, yeah.
Briefly.
Briefly we did.
Fight to matlab, I mean, a lot.
Yeah.
About what?
Remote and like
Yeah,
normal stuff. Everyone
remote.
fights about it, yeah.
Like this is my
Clothes.
side, like really
Clothes. I won't give that example, don't worry.
Give it.
No. That I really
Let's
cannot.
not. But clothes a lot, and I think like a lot because Samiksha would just somehow.
Okay.
Okay.
Somehow.
I think it's just a sister thing that you're constantly sharing each other's clothes.
Yeah.
And the other one's never happy about it. So it's just one of those things. But sometimes it's a very elder sister, younger
So,
sister
yeah.
dynamic.
Yeah, like I would take her clothes and she would get really mad at me, like really mad. And like sometimes she's really got
Because
me
she
in
would
like.
not like borrow them. She would start owning them.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, she
I would just
literally
keep them.
She literally took half of my wardrobe with her to hostel, and I was like, "You've taken my clothes back to boarding school. Courier them back now." But yeah, like I think growing up we fought like
Yeah.
any siblings
Yeah.
would, but
It was
we
fun.
would like resolve our fights within minutes.
How are the fights now? Like, do you guys fight? Do you guys have arguments now?
Yeah. but-
Yeah.
On what things? Like, what can trigger a
Oh
fight?
my god, like
Anything. Anything. Literally
Anything
anything.
can trigger a
Yeah,
fight.
it's
But
just.
then also I think it literally takes us like 5 seconds because
Yeah.
you know it's just about like, oh my god, go buy, don't show me your face, and we're like banging our doors, and then we're like, okay, fine, you know what, you want like go hang. Or,
Do you want a
just
salad from Kitchen Garden or something?
You want something, and then we're just like,
Yeah,
and
we
we
are
know
cool.
that it's just very temporary, but when it happens,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happens
quite
really
hectic.
bad.
It's
Do you
quite
remember the last fight?
Yeah, it was yesterday.
What? Very
What
nice.
was it about? Honestly, I don't remember because like
It was quite hectic.
yeah, it was like we both were chilling like in her room and something happened. I was on my phone, she was on her phone. Something happened and we just like started like, you don't talk to me properly, you don't talk to me properly, and then
Yeah.
cut to my mom came in, okay, and she's like, what is happening? We are like, mom, this will get sorted out. Please.
No, and her mom came and she's like, you know what? Samiksha, why didn't you tell Bhumi this? Bhumi, why didn't you tell Samiksha that? We're like, you know what? This fight has only happened because of you. She's like, I just got into the room. She's like, how is this because of me? She's like, well, that's crazy. I'm going out of the room. But you know, yeah, we don't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
You know, also, losing a parent is never easy. And
Yeah.
I know auntie has been through a lot, and you guys have been through a lot. What actually happened? How did you you become an emotional wreck when something like that happens? Because you can't really change it.
Yeah.
Nothing can change it. How did you deal with it, both of you? And who was, the anchor to the other? Was it, or were you both completely down? Because at that point, maybe auntie was also down. What was the situation?
You know-
when was it?
I mean, you were quite young. I was 18. Samiksha was probably 15.
Yeah.
So I think my mom is an extremely strong person. I lost my
Absolutely,
father
yeah.
to cancer.
Yeah.
So we'd seen him through a prolonged sickness,
Yeah.
and we'd seen him really suffer a lot.
Yeah.
And so obviously losing a parent isn't easy, and he was
Yeah.
a wonderful father.
Yeah.
And he was just, I mean, he's your father, it's never going to be easy. It's still not easy.
Yeah.
We miss him like every day. But my mom's made of something else. She
Yeah.
really just got us together. And I think just us as a family, we just went into warrior mode. I started working 4 times harder than I did. I think Samiksha suddenly grew up. I grew
Yeah.
up. I realized that, okay, shit's getting real. And we need to get our act together, because there was such a long sickness, and it was just like those 2 years were just a mess.
Traumatic.
But we just realized that obviously you are an emotional wreck, but we really gathered ourselves very
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
And now that we think back and we think about it, there are days where we are like, how did we survive it?
Yeah.
How did we go through it? Like, how did we? But it happened, and yeah, I think, and I strongly feel that, since my dad passed away, we constantly feel his presence, and it's him, it's all him that our lives have changed so much. Samiksha's coming of age, my
Yeah.
coming of age, the kind of major changes that happened together.
Yeah, let's
Like,
come
I
to
got
that.
my film and Samiksha went to film school in a gap
Law
of 2
school.
months. Law school. Not even 2 months. Like, it was Feb and Samu joined law school. I think you
June.
in June.
June.
So and it was the same year. It all happened like in sync, and it was incredible. And I really feel it's my father's energy, and he's just blessing us constantly. And Samu and I are a product of. And my mom keeps telling us that we are really similar. Like, we are carbon copies of my
Yeah.
father. She keeps telling us this. Samiksha especially. She's Snapchat has this filter where you look like
Turn into a
whatever
guy.
changes
Yeah.
your gender.
Yeah.
And she did a video and she showed it to me, and I started crying. I said, don't do that to me, because she looked just like my father. It was just,
Sorry.
it was too much to handle. So that's how similar like Samu and Dad are, and their habits and their mischief and their sense of humor. Yeah, so I think we both are very similar to him, at least the kind of people we are.
You guys were not really not many years apart, so
Yeah.
it was almost falling on both your shoulders at that point. How did you deal with the situation? Was there a defense mechanism that really worked? How did you change or evolve post that? Did that hit you suddenly?
Honestly, I was lucky enough to have Mom and Bhumi with
Yeah.
me at that time, because they really grounded me.
Yeah.
And when I was, obviously, when it happened, it was a shock.
Yeah.
I was going through it, but they never made me feel like, I don't know, I can't explain. I honestly
Yeah.
cannot explain it, but all I know is that they were a blessing at that time. And had they not been around and been that supportive and been, so nice to me during that phase,
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have even turned out to be the person I am today. So yeah, I think there's a lot of credit that goes to Bhumi and my mother.
Yeah, absolutely. And you've been a strong person,
Yeah.
I salute to what you're doing in films. I think which is why you veer towards strong women characters. I've never
I
seen.
think so.
Yeah, there is
I
that
think
strength.
so.
That
Yeah,
I think there's
yeah.
a
Definitely.
certain strength that you derive from who
Definitely.
you have been at 18.
Yeah, because there's certain life experiences, and you are
Yeah.
a product of your life experiences. And I think for Samiksha and I, we both find a lot of pride in the fact that we are very independent.
Yeah.
We are what we are because of our own hard work. We don't have a career. Everything that we have today is what we've created.
Absolutely.
So that's
Self-made.
yeah, absolutely, and both of us are,
Yeah.
and that I mean that's a feeling that can't be explained. We both find a lot of pride in it. So does my mum. You know, we both are very fortunate to be born in a family that had resources. That's why our parents could
Yeah.
give us a great education. They could give us just the kind of upbringing we both have
Yeah.
had. You know, it's been so complete.
On that emotional, I know it got emotional, but this is about a lot about fun. But we will move on to the fun segment, which is called Heart to Heart. And yeah, the upbringing, you were talking about upbringing, and that
Yeah.
shows with both of you. It's lovely
Thank you.
to have you guys. Let's see how you fare in the next segment.
Oh my god.
So after the little bit of emotions that seeped in, we are going to have a lot of fun because Heart to Heart is all about the secrets that are going to come out because
Oh
the
my
sisters are here.
God.
So you know, secrets as in, अब तो पूछना ही पड़ेगा ना. So Bhumi, tell me something.
Yes.
You have been single for quite some time.
Really
Why?
long time.
And how don't you feel like कि यार मतलब अब तो कर लो कुछ. अब तो
Listen,
मतलब
if she has it her way, I'll be single for life.
why?
Because
I'm
it
very
is-
picky about the men she dates.
Oh,
I think I'm single because every guy who could be like a
potential.
potential Samisha shits on him.
Oh, shut
So
up.
I'm just
Anyway.
fine, maybe not. But honestly, like
It's like, I'll tell you what this thing is.
Yeah.
For me, she's at such a high pedestal that it's very hard for me to accept someone who even like,
Yeah.
you know, it's just so hard. Like, there's no one who's matching it, yeah. So I'm like, then why do you want to settle?
Yeah.
You know, like, no one should
I'm
ever
like, it's
settle.
not about settling. It's not like I'm marrying the guy.
settle for someone
I
like
know,
not
but-
good enough.
But see, like, look at it. For the last 2 years, I've only been filming in UP.
Yeah.
That's true.
So where? Yeah.
So, what is your idea? Do you think you can never date an actor, or is it possible that you might end up with an actor? Like, you're saying you're shooting in UP.
You know, the thing is, I feel if I date another actor, I don't think we'll ever meet each other. Because their lives are so busy. Like, it won't
That's
happen.
True.
It's impossible. I think if I date somebody who's not from the fraternity or who's not an actor, like, you know, does something else, probably here the chances of having a healthier relationship are
Yeah.
a lot higher.
Yeah.
You know, because kabhi meri film release, kabhi like, you know, he'll be filming. It just, yeah. And I also feel, you know, I would probably not want to date an actor because that would really limit my life. You know,
Yeah.
I can't just be discussing film and I can't
Yeah.
just be, I mean, it's beautiful, but I already have a lot of it. You
Yeah.
know, the fact that I get to hang like someone I hang with like her set, her people
Set
that
up.
belong to
Yeah.
her life, and I have our regular friends that we've grown up with. It gives me a lot of perspective. It hasn't limited me.
Yeah.
I
The
don't
conversations are different.
Yeah, I don't think I would want to date an actor. I'm quite confident actually.
But would you ever date an actor? Given that you've not tried the spotlight ever?
Yeah,
You would?
I would.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depends
sure.
on who though. Has to be like Ryan Gosling or someone for sure.
Now you see, like the standards are unrealistically high.
Yeah.
Now you
And-
know
oh,
why
yeah.
she shits on all of them.
But what about her? Did you like any of the men she dated?
I've liked all of them. I mean, now, like, since Samiksha has become a little mature, I think her choice in men, it's become like, this is rather controversial.
Yeah, what if like one of my exes is
I
seeing
know.
this, they'll
That's
be
why I
like,
just corrected myself. I said, no. Okay, I don't know what that is.
they'll be shattered. That's so mean.
Whatever's happening in her life right now, I'm very supportive of. And I think she has really grown as a woman.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm trying to be very mature.
Thank
about
you.
Mature
it.
and
Cover up.
sympathetic.
I'm trying to cover up. Yeah.
But what if the other person doesn't like the person? Would you stop dating, or would you stop like not having a relationship with that person?
Yeah,
Oh, that's like a
Oh, 100%.
yeah.
I can say that with a lot of confidence that
Same.
just not Samu and I, it's also our mom.
mom. Yeah.
You have to accept our family like your own or it's not going to work.
And it's a unit. We come together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Pednikers
Yeah.
are together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You
take
have
it or
to-
leave it.
All
Yeah.
of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about auntie? How matlab, has your mom ever objected to any of the relationships? It's not like how does she put
One
it
back in
across?
the day. One.
How
One
does she
for
put
me.
it across?
Very clearly. Very clearly.
No.
No.
I
For
think
me.
my mom's really been fond of like,
Your boyfriend?
Maybe. At least that's what she's told me. But apparently, like, you know, they used to have like really, but I don't think
Inner
we should-
conversations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which only reached me after I broke up.
Oh,
So I was like, really?
you spoke about breakups. Has there ever been a breakup which has really affected you internally, emotionally? Did you fall back on each other during that to anchor yourself?
Yeah.
How did you react? What was the defense mechanism back then? What happened? Did it really hit you hard?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But I do feel that, you know, you always have like some relationships that just break your heart in
Yeah.
very many ways, and we all have gone through it.
Yeah.
But I guess at that point, you just have your best friend, you have your sister, and you just party your sorrows
distract
away.
yourself.
Party your sorrows away.
There are times when there are comments which affect the family more than you, because you are quite used to it. How does the family react to it? Does it affect you when
Lot.
you know you're
A lot. It affects me a lot. And sometimes I don't go on her Instagram because I stalk her a lot actually.
Yeah.
But when I start reading her comments, like sometimes people are really nasty and I don't
Yeah.
understand why do you have to be that nasty to any person. So it's not just because they're saying it to her. I just don't understand why would you say it to anyone.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's being said to her pisses me off even more. So then I just like take some break from her Instagram because I obviously can't like go report to them and all,
Yeah.
right? So
and
yeah.
it's all happening behind a mask. You don't know who's doing it.
Yeah. Sometimes I go on their profiles, by the way, and they're all fast, by the way. Yeah, there's like one follower,
Yeah.
no post, no profile picture, just like random
That's
people.
Quite the. Yeah, she's very up to date.
It's very feisty.
Very, very.
But now, till now, we had you guys having a fun conversation. But for the last segment, we have you guys fighting.
Oh my
The
god.
hamper that I have got for
Listen,
you.
this could really turn into something hectic.
What did it turn into
I
something
don't think you want to go down that path.
I really wanted to turn into something hectic. I'm
Okay,
telling
let's
you.
do it.
I want you to fight, and by the way, this is on camera. I am on your side.
Okay,
I
thank you.
Understand, this is what happens with
Listen,
sisters.
I can't
This
cheat.
is going to the same house.
Yeah, that's-
So
But-
like,
yeah.
We'll put up a fight for you.
Yeah,
We'll do it
definitely.
for
But
you.
my loyalties are a little shifted towards that, but I can't cheat also. You will understand why I'm saying so.
Okay.
and we'll see. I know secretly they're with you.
So we are back with Bhumi and Samiksha Pednekar, and after the fun conversation, it's time for the battle royale, like we call it. It's a game called Guess the Prize, which is our third segment. Like you can guess from the title that we have. So I'll show you daily utility products,
Oh god.
and you have to guess a price. Okay?
Done.
Whoever has the closest price
Okay.
will get a point.
I'm ready.
It's immediate. You'll tell us
Yeah.
on the spot.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, fine.
Ab bhi kya bhi bol dunga.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So we start. First one. Basically aloe vera gel.
Brand and all you won't say.
No, you both of you
250 rupees.
250.
150.
150. One person has won because of one rupee ka difference. He said 250.
Yeah.
She said 150.
Yeah.
It's 199.
So now what?
49
No,
and
no,
51.
This
She
is
gets the
rubbish.
point. She gets the point. It's 199 rupees. I'm not even. So Samiksha won.
Okay.
Bhumi, you're losing.
Let's
Honey.
see.
This is, I'll tell you how
How
much.
ml and
300.
Oh god, not
This
that I
is again like
Yes.
165-ish.
No, no.
95. 100.
Say one.
120.
120.
300 rupees.
300
Shut up.
rupees.
Are you crazy? Are you guys cheating?
No.
Yeah.
No. I just asked.
Yeah. 301. 301. Yeah, of
change your-
course.
Did you say 300?
How much? Yes, I'm saying 300.
Did you say?
301.
Listen, I was not cheating. I was just shocked at
Now
answer
we'll
because
know.
it's 99 rupees.
Oh, so I
Very
said
close.
99.
Now
No,
you said
but I won
Got it.
because you have been smart and said 300.
I said
Won.
390.
I told you I'm in on your side.
Loyal
Coffee.
baby. This I know.
How
60
much?
rupees.
Okay. This is a
Next.
50 gram pack. Yeah.
Now don't say 59.
I actually don't know. So, how much did you say?
60.
75.
It's actually very costly. It's 150 rupees.
Oh.
Coffee is costly.
You said it with so much confidence. You took
Yeah.
me down with you.
Like-
This I know.
Say
You
what?
won. You're
Yeah, you
closer.
won.
I won,
You
but
won.
still I would have given 150. Yeah.
You won. You
But
would have
one
been
second,
one.
she's a lawyer, huh? She shouldn't
Yeah.
listen
I'm
to
not a
people.
grocery store person.
She shouldn't listen to people logic.
This is 7 ka.
I
65. 65.
64.
Shit.
No. Actually, it's 80.
78 rupees.
Okay, good.
Uh-huh.
Got it.
Finally, she got one.
Paisa.
I don't know.
You wouldn't know. I don't cook at all.
Yeah, I've never
20
bought
rupees?
this. Are you crazy? Nothing
It's
you get for
besan,
20 bucks.
bro.
No, I would say
40.
don't change.
1 second, I'm saying 40. That's my final answer. Actually, I'm saying 70.
70. Lock one answer.
70
Yeah.
is done.
70.
Okay.
Yours?
90.
35 rupees.
Oh. You better.
I am just going to listen to myself and my intelligence.
You're very close right here. 40. Second last, huh? 3-2. You have to get this right.
Hershey's so must be like 250 bucks.
200.
Okay. You said how much?
250.
200. This is exactly 200.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
I got it.
So,
My intelligence.
you know, we've always boiled down to this on our show. कि लास्ट में यही होता है फाइनल डिसाइडिंग फैक्टर 3-3 1 kilo everybody goes wrong
60.
30.
I'm very happy because Samiksha has won. It's 20 rupees.
Yeah, it's 20.
How can namak be 60? Yeah.
So
Okay, Samiksha, your hamper.
now that Samiksha has won by a whisker,
This could be a reason why we might get into an argument just as we sit in the car.
so this is for you.
Thank you. We'll share. You can have the cheese
nothing
since you're on
like-
keto.
yeah,
Cheese
I
you
You
can
can
have.
have cheese. See, I
Coffee.
got nuts also.
Nuts.
Nuts also.
alone.
The rest I'll have. Pringles and stuff.
So like we saw that Samiksha has won, and that ends our conversation. And I would like to thank both of you, especially you, again for choosing us as your first interview, and this makes it more special. I'm very happy. I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I did. And Bhumi, I love you to
I love you
gills.
too,
So sweet.
Diane.
Thank you for making me so comfortable.
Hey, thank you so much. Thank you.